And we're live.
Say less. Hey, I still got to figure out how to get the S rank behind my name on my background. I got to get that.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
We'll do that for next time.
Yeah. But welcome to episode 1. You know, this is S Rank Reviews YouTube channel where we cover all anime, animation, and gaming topics. This is episode 1 of the podcast called Arc 1, The Beginning. Let's
As
get
this
into it.
Oh, we ain't even we just said what the show was. I mean, shouldn't we introduce the host?
Yeah, my bad.
My name is Slim. It's nice to meet y'all, man. It's good to be with y'all with this first episode. We're gonna have some fun with this shit. And if you ain't an animated person for real, you will be after this. You will be after this. If you ain't into games, you need help with games, you looking for some knowledge, we those guys too. So honestly, if we ain't touching up on something that you interested in that fits these categories, just put that in the comments or something. We could definitely keep that in mind.
And if y'all haven't seen me before, I'm also a host on another podcast on the No Outlet Radio. My name is Steve Ounces. If y'all haven't met me before, nice to meet you. But yeah, likewise with what Slim said. We trying to prove ourselves as the next top leading experts on this shit. So hopefully, man, we gain y'all approval.
We do this animated animation in the game shit.
Like shit, if I cut myself, man, I'm bleeding out digital code. Like,
hey, actual that shit. The where you say you wanted to kick this off at? Where we started off?
oh yeah. So what did I say? Solo leveling. Yeah. Solo leveling. Like, yo.
Now we're reviewing this, right? So we're expected to give spoilers, correct?
Spoiler warning. But if y'all haven't seen season 2 yet, we ain't even gonna start there, man. Let's start on season 1.
Season 1 was an amazing introduction to that shit, and especially for if you're a game head too, it's something that you can relate to playing RPG, something that you can literally immerse yourself into. And I love that shit. Like, niggas going into dungeons as hunters to make sure that these creatures don't get out and destroy their city, they planet and all that. And weakest man of all, bro, to a point that his nickname is the weakest hunter ever. Like, to a point that you and everybody else know you as that name, which is crazy as fuck. So I thought it was a great introduction. Main character literally could have saved everybody in that dungeon if they would have listened to him. Everybody bailed out on him, leaving him to die.
Except for the people that he actually told, like, hey, go without me. Like, this way, somebody survives.
Exactly.
But everybody else who, like dude who was like, I'm the fastest one in the room.
Weak as fuck.
Bro.
Weak as fuck, man.
You see that meme when they had him in some Crocs? He didn't have it in sports mode. Like, yeah, nigga, like, bro, you're not it. You're definitely not main character material. Fall back.
But I heard a theory about this too. Hear me out. The giant statue that was wreaking all that havoc in that dungeon.
Oh yeah.
That wasn't God. That wasn't the god of that dungeon. It wasn't the boss of that dungeon. The boss or the god of that dungeon was the one actually holding the plaque.
Yeah, the one that had all the instructions.
Yeah, which That is a interesting thought about that shit.
Shoot, another thing, like if you a old school anime head, like I'm gonna say early 2000s to '05, and you remember one specific anime called Dot Hack Sign,
Dot
and
has.
you know what?
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't heard of that one, bro.
Uh, uh, take this is like the predecessor to like Sword Art Online. Like, it's an RPG based world that they're in that's connected to like the real world, but one character who everybody thought was an NPC at first,
Mm-hmm.
he he somehow like get his whole mental trapped into the Ethernet space, like, so he has like full control for real. He just can't remember anything.
Mm-hmm.
This dude is technically the god of that world, just because he has no physical form on the outside anymore.
Damn, see that kind of sounds like Overlord.
Kind of, sort of, without the it's not as gruesome as Overlord. Like
Okay.
it really made you think of like OG RPG games, like MMO
Okay.
RPGs. Like it's shit. I recommend watching it. You never seen it before. It's a good watch. It's a
I'm
good
gonna have
watch.
to check that out. I'm gonna have to check that one out.
And
Man,
they got a lot of spin-offs to it. That's even better than the original. So
they've been doing they shit with RPG game animes lately. They've been
shoot, they've
doing
been
good.
doing pretty good with adaptations of animes lately from manga.
Yeah.
Well, shoot, with,
Yeah.
with any type of adaptation, actually, like from comics to manga to manhwa, like they've been doing their thing. Like,
Bro, like you said before, bro, we eating for the next decade.
oh yeah, we
We
definitely
eating
eating for
for the
like
next
anime heads.
decade.
We eating, man. We gonna be full by the end of this, man. We still
Man,
gonna be wanting more, man. It's glutton. Like,
to a point, look, to a point that we had a little conversation about what we're gonna review right now, but like even then, as we're having conversations, I'm still having like hundreds of shows pop up to mind.
yeah, that's why I had
Like,
to throw in Dot Hack Side. Like,
man, there's so fucking much. And there's animes for like
hold on, let me see
everybody.
what the God.
That's just shit I love. They got animes coming out for everybody. Oh yeah, look. I forgot we got this sitting right here. We sure can.
Like, let me show you if I can find a good enough little short video. All right, this nigga. Hey, we'll watch the trailer.
Alright.
I usually stay up to 2 o'clock in the morning to try to catch this shit.
The world and all of its wonders. This is my world, you see. As I understand it, each person in the world has his own way of playing the game.
What exactly do you plan to do if you run into those guys again?
That might be fun.
I feel like I have to protect him.
Allow me to finish him off.
That does look intriguing. It looks like it has like some adventure type shit in there too.
Like, it's definitely like mad adventures. Like, Like you will not be disappointed with that show. Like I said, this show came for Sword Art Online. This show walked for Sword Art Online to be able to run.
Okay.
Like, and like I said, it's like probably 4 or 5 other spinoffs to this anime.
Shit. From the sounds of what you say, man, it sounds like they were the front runners damn near
Oh yeah, most definitely.
for a lot of these shits. Now, with me remembering that we got that right there, you may as well show a little trailer of Solo Leveling season 1 so people know what we talking about when we bring that up. But pretty much, weakest dude of all ends up pretty much getting abandoned damn near in a dungeon, gets killed off, and wakes up with
Let y'all see
RPG
this.
level.
More than a decade ago, a series of pathways appeared connecting our world to another dimension. The other side of these gates teemed with bizarre creatures.
Hold on. This guy right here, you already know who I'm talking about because he's the focal point. He's the only one that doesn't look as generic as everybody else. This guy right here. Now,
Look, he even looked weak.
I was just about to say, on first appearance, you can tell, like, man, shoot, a baby can beat him up.
Man.
Winnie the Pooh can whoop his ass. Let's keep it going.
The other side of these gates teemed with bizarre creatures. Some humans awakened abilities to combat the threat. They are known as hunters, and the magic coursing through them determines their rank.
I've stared death in the face plenty of times since I became a hunter.
Is that kid like a big deal or something?
Call him the weakest hunter of all mankind. Hang behind the rest of the pack and don't get yourself hurt.
It isn't their fault I'm so weak. Still, I'm the only one who can provide for my family. Mom! Mom, you've got to wake up!
What's wrong with her?
Final rest, an illness that came into existence with the appearance of the gates.
I don't want money. I need it.
This has to be a double dungeon.
What is that thing?
We gotta get out of here!
There has to be a way to escape.
Get down now!
I wish I had another chance.
It's a great trailer.
Was that just a nightmare?
And what
Once
this
a
is
hunter's
considered
power
a reverse
manifests,
isekai?
it doesn't change unless they have a rare second awakening.
I said, would this be considered a reverse isekai?
I mean, I wouldn't
Technically,
say
he's
so,
in
but I
his
could see
same world, but he still died.
You said a world
He
where
came back OP.
but like he was granted this power, but actually, damn. All right, so we if we gonna have this conversation, we're gonna have to dive into it a little bit. So because technically, I guess you could say someone like that because I guess he's no longer human. Because you remember with the elves, they were just like, yo, with these we get a voice in our heads that tells us to kill humans, but we don't get that voice in our heads when we look at you type shit. So he's technically not a human anymore. He is what the system said. He's a player, but it's also like, what is that? But I feel like this is where some spoilers get thrown into this shit in season 2. Cause you seen at the end of that shit where dudes popped up through the portal, those 2 guys.
Yeah, those are the rulers.
And I feel like they're also players, possibly.
See, no.
Actually, if you want me to be honest, I feel like, if you want me to be honest, I feel like all these niggas that he's been damn near capturing outside of like the Ant or some shit was probably actually players as well to an extent, because like they said, when they all talked about themselves, they pretty much said, you know, we pretty much woke up here, and ever since we woke up here, a voice been telling us to do something specific.
Yeah, but that's not all of them though. Like, yeah, the high orcs, they did it. Again, spoiler warning. But the high orcs, they said that. But when you go back to the elves, they never really said they came from somewhere else. They were already in their own special dimension. They weren't transported. They was just given the order to kill.
Yeah.
See how I see it. The rulers, they don't necessarily pick the players. Like, it's the monarchs who picks the players.
Okay.
Because from what I've learned, the monarchs needs to find vessels. The rulers can just like grant their power to wherever they want to. But a monarch is more selective on who they want.
Okay.
And they'll put you through trials and tests to see if you're worthy enough for them.
So which one do you think gave this nigga Song Jin-woo his power?
Oh, it was definitely a monarch.
Okay.
I mean, I'm like way further ahead of the anime from the manga. Like, I mean, what the manga was.
You goddamn manga baby bitch.
Man, shoot, man. I like spoilers.
See,
what can I say?
I like spoilers on certain shit. Like, I'll say the one manga that I definitely read through and got spoilers of all that shit was One Punch Man, which I can't wait for him to turn that into an actual like into the season 3. And season 3 is about to go crazy. Season 3 is about to go wild, which I'm not even gonna like give no spoilers into that or nothing like that right now. You know, we could do that later. But that shit,
yeah, for the next episode.
Yeah, but that shit, you already know, man. I ain't gotta say nothing. You already know.
That's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough.
I have no idea what any of this means. These screens are not hallucinations. I also get ability points. I'm stronger now.
Have you been working out?
Yeah, a little.
Hey there, E rank, right?
Will that be an issue?
We need you to meet the quota, and that's more important than your rank.
What's a snagging feeling?
Go ahead and seal off the entrance to the lair you want.
I knew it. I'm the sole person who can level up. Can level up.
If you all didn't know, if this is your first time being introduced, this is the same baby soft
nigga
that we pointed out in the beginning.
Nigga look
same dude, look totally different now, don't he? Look like he went through puberty.
Hey, but the shit he had to do to get right there, man. That's where the watch comes into play, and that's where the excitement and that's where the entertainment comes in. Like they definitely, like I said, bro, this is actually an amazing trailer because they're literally showing you enough to let you know what's going on without showing you shit.
Another key? Demon's Castle. There's a magical cure-all in there. The elixir of life. I won't give in to fear. I'll fight and take what's mine.
You expect us to fight alongside criminals?
We've little choice in the matter due to the shortage of local hunters. You'll also be joined by an overseer from the association. Please understand.
Something isn't right.
Summon me now.
What happened here?
It's far more fun killing people than it is killing beasts.
Look at that agility.
No.
The job change quest. The stronger I get, the more I feel something inside of me falling apart. But the system wants me to live. What the? Necromancy. Summon undead monsters as servants. Arise. You're with me now.
Yeah, I just don't understand how hard that season was. Oh my god,
man. If you want to talk about like character development, and I'll just say this, going from the beginning of season 1 to the end of season 2, like I'll definitely say he has some of the best character development that we've seen in the past year or so, in a good little while. Like that, bruh, where he started to where he finished, and then I'll say like I feel like some like heartfelt moments in anime sometimes be like, too much or, not needed. I felt like they did a really good job of like giving the right like heartfelt moments and actually drawing you into the story, making you feel every last bit of that growth there. Like this is an anime that I would honestly recommend for anybody. This
yeah,
shit is
they definitely took their time with pacing the show. Like you can tell that they adapted a lot of chapters per episode. You feel me? Like at least I want to say 3 to 4 chapters per each episode is adapted to it. So like and it's only like slight subtle differences from the manga to the animation to the anime, but like they still kept it true to its core. Like you feel me? To the original that they was taking it from. So just off of seeing the trailer alone, I was already like I was sold. I'm like, bro, the concept.
Man,
The
look, the
whole show.
animation. They cooked with the animation.
And shoot, they also have bangers, man. For the intro and outros, man, bangers.
Hey, they did
Like,
shit. Even his little theme music when he, bruh, look, they,
I thought Ichigo had some live ass theme music.
bruh,
Man, Sun Jin Woo. Y'all
they
just man.
they really cooked like on a scale of 10. I'm personally giving it a 10, hands down. It gives you action. It gives you story. It gives you plot.
Dialogue.
It gives you purpose and reason. Like it's not just him just out here doing this shit just cause. Like
And
there's a
don't get me
purpose and there's
wrong.
something that he's aiming for.
Don't get me wrong. I have a list of miscellaneous style anime, like that comedy subgenre where like anything goes in it. I have a list, but this is not that type of anime. Like you gonna get what you signed up for and more, and any type of curveball that you get thrown, you're gonna receive it well. It's not gonna confuse you.
I got one of those type animes for you, bro. I definitely got one for you. It's called To Be Hero. Not To Be Hero X, not the one that just dropped, but To Be Hero.
I feel like I heard of it.
Bruh, you probably have, but you probably didn't watch it. If you have, you would have remembered. Trust me.
To Be Hero.
That's one of the best example. When you talking about Dan to Dan.
Uh-huh.
It's one of those.
Oh, okay.
So you really gonna fuck with it. And for our viewers, if you know what Dan to Dan is, you know what you getting yourself into.
Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. That's my shit too. I
Bruh,
can't wait for season 2 of that. That's about. Did they
that's about
say
to pop
April?
in.
I believe it's supposed to come out this month. I
I
might
heard
be
I heard
mistaken.
somebody about to come out soon, so I'm excited for that. I got
Yeah,
I got
definitely.
my girl into it. You was right when you put me on that shit and said watch that shit with your girl, cause yeah,
Uh-huh.
I don't know if she's watching this. She loves it. She loves that shit, bro. So you saying April or this month, I'm pretty sure she just got excited.
Like I'm gonna have to go back and check it out, check the dates and whatnot. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's at April.
And then what else? Damn, bro, there's so much. There's so much. It's hard to stay on track of what we were saying because I just thought about that the Blood Wars. Those was man, the 1,000 Year Blood Wars cooked.
Still
Like
cooking. They're
man,
not
like
done cooking. And I
man,
hope they make the new Hell chapter adaptation too.
that'd be cold. That'd be cold,
Cause
but I mean, of course, that'd have to come after all of this.
yeah, I mean, like I know a lot of people that did like Boruto. Um, only thing I can say about y'all is grow up here. All you have to do is just sit through 70 episodes. And if you ever watch One Piece, 70 episodes ain't nothing. Like come
Now
on.
we on 1,200 something or some shit.
Like, bro, 70 episodes before you can actually get to like real like manga adaptation. Man, that's nothing. Just watch it. Quit crying.
It's a great watch. Like you, I've seen a bit of it. It's a good watch. I've actually, I'm not gonna lie, I've watched more of the movies than I have the actual like shows.
Like shoot, yeah, I raged out every like 10 to 20 episodes until like it got good, but I stuck to it.
Hey, to be honest with you, with some of these like cold ass animes, you gotta like stick through. Sometimes a slow beginning, sometimes a little build up. Sometimes that season one may start off as a build up for where it's actually supposed to start, which is season two. So sometimes you just gotta genuinely just sit there and give that shit a chance. You gotta see the potential in it.
But let's move on to the next anime we wanted to do. I started.
Damn.
The next anime we wanted to discuss. I call it the successor of Tokyo Revengers. Windbreaker.
Man, this is one that personally I really love. I genuinely it's one of my favorites right now. Like out of the new ones that they're coming out with, it's one of my favorites. I fuck with the concept. I fuck with the actual because you can see the character development in there too, and the story hard, man. And I do like the fact that unlike a lot of the animes that we watch, Solo Leveling, Dragon Ball, all them shits where people got powers and shit like that. They really out here just trying to duke it out. And the main character I love that shit, man. Someone who has someone who's throughout his entire life got nothing but disrespect, moves to this place to literally be in a school full of delinquent niggas that like to fight too. And somehow actually finding kindness, friends, and purpose behind the shit that he's doing. And truthfully, man, I love that every character is different in their own ways. Everybody got their own fighting style, which in a way matches their character,
their personality. Like,
yeah, their personality, like, you know, and you know, yeah, some fighting and shit, but it's niggas out here trying to do some good shit. So I think it's actually not just some ignorant shit, but you know, in a way, you watching some uplifting fighting shit.
I mean, like when it comes to the premise of a delinquent high school that is around to protect their own town instead of just, you know, tear it up and destroy it. Like, come on, man, you never heard of nothing like that.
Man,
Everybody want to be thugs just to cause chaos, but they thugging, and everybody love them because they doing the right thing with that power. Like,
look, to a point where these motherfuckers ain't even learning shit at school. They out here literally painting walls to get the graffiti off the walls, like repairing shit. Like they out here, you know, doing everything for the you know, their neighborhood, for their town, and you know, I fuck with that shit for real. Like they're not just out here banging for no reason, just because they like fighting. They love fighting, but
they the YNs we all deserve.
Man, literally,
like,
young niggas deserve, because these young niggas, they just be out here shooting for no reason. These niggas ain't even trying to shoot. They trying to see what them hands talking about. Which you gotta show the trailer. Yeah. Go ahead and show the trailer so they can at least see something, because I fuck with this shit.
Let me see if I can find the trailer. Shoot.
Out. In all honesty, that nigga right there with the orange jacket's the hardest person that they brought out. Like his whole character, his personality, that nigga style, like, yo, he's cold. I truthfully, which I'm pretty sure we're probably not gonna see any more of them, at least not for a while. But I truthfully pray that they bring him back in the show in some type of way.
I mean, if anything, it's probably gonna be towards the middle to end of season 2, if not season 3, beginning of season 3. They're gonna come around.
Yeah, but yeah, go ahead and continue this, because yeah, we got to get to that season 2 soon, because that was a nice little snippet of that shit. Which that wasn't even the whole fight. That wasn't even the whole fight, but that was a nice little snippet. A little, you know, nice little show of at least a fight, so they could see what we mean by, you know, yo, they just literally trying to throw hands. Which, truthfully, you should have showed Lil Bruh. Lil Bruh was true. Lil Bruh was cold. Look, that one right there. With this kid.
一つ聞きたいんだが、さっきの喧嘩を見て何も思わなかったのか?
Everybody. His whole personality, literally the whole time you see him, he wants to do nothing but box. But not even on no, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not even, I'll say not even in harshful manner. Not even like he's meaning it out of spite or anything like that. Like, he just truthfully sees that shit as fun. Yo, if he sees that you could fight, yo, where's my ones, bro? Like, I'm trying to fight too. And I truthfully fuck with that shit. I truthfully fuck with that shit.
何が? そうか。残念だ。うちはしんどいままだぞ。だから。
Like, come on, y'all.
Now, y'all could definitely take those little fights as y'all see, but I could truthfully talk about this anime all fucking day. I could break down every anime every episode as if it was a story. I could literally tell y'all this shit, man. This one is definitely worth a watch, especially if you like our brother Tay, which Fote, if y'all actually tap into the other podcast that Steve
Radio,
know exactly who that is, but he ain't no anime person. But yo, if he could sit here and tap into this and actually enjoy watching this one right here,
yeah, he a very tough cookie to crack when it comes to anime.
Man, his entire life he was trying to fight animes.
Man, it'd be like yeah, man. The only thing I know of is that Dragon Ball Z bullshit. You like, man, come on, man, put some respect on the name. Like, no, man, I fucks with it, but everything else, I guess. I mean, I'm cool.
Hey, I'm telling you, past couple years, I've been getting that nigga out of that shit, man. I'm telling you, I've been getting him to watch a few shits.
I mean, I'm glad somebody has, man, because I've tried when he was out this way.
Shoot, I think the first one I really got him to like tap into for real was that Battle of Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm.
He was fucking with that one. That one, which I believe they're coming out with a new season for that one soon too.
Yeah, they gotta finish that one up.
Yeah, because the last place we ended off with was the Buddha fight. After Buddha won that fight, that was where it ended. Which cold fight, Buddha went out there.
Buddha win?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to rewatch it because man, my memory is showing something totally different.
Nah, he got a dub for the humans.
See, man, I remember like I forgot who he was fighting, but dude, you know what? You right. Buddha did win that fight.
Mm-hmm.
He ended up helping the other dude solve his problems and shit.
Yeah.
I remember now.
On some Buddha shit.
No, but after that happened, like I could have sworn he ended up having to fight somebody else. And he couldn't win against him.
Man, you about to have me go back and tap back in. You about to have
we gonna definitely have to tap back into that one, man.
Yeah, let's not even misinform people or nothing on that. But look, that's another anime to check out, man. It's pretty much about. Look, I'll just give you a breakdown of that one real quick. It's pretty much the Greek gods, shit like that. I guess not even Greek gods, all gods.
It's religion versus humanity.
Yeah, pretty much saying, yo, we gonna wipe out humanity, and someone brought up the idea you should let the humans fight for a chance to live. So they pretty much said, all right, we doing a battle, humans versus gods. So you got actual humans boxing against gods, immortal, and should be going crazy. Don't have me get on your ass. Hello.
Never.
Always.
But
y'all need to talk about that Ragnarok.
Third topic.
I mean, we tapped into that for we just it was just brought up for a sec.
Shoot, what was the Fire Force.
Which one?
Fire Force.
Oh, Fire Force. Man, look. That's one I really gotta check out because those first episodes was a great introduction to it. And like you said, you don't expect for that shit to be good out the gate because like you said, when you started, all you're thinking is
who was
anime about firefighters.
No, Firefighters is hard.
Like, bro, when I first got into Fire Force, I was like, yo, why would somebody make an anime about firefighters?
Exactly. That's why I never checked it out until.
That's exactly why I didn't check it out at first. But then, like, I'm looking at it, and so I started to read the
the manga and shit.
Yeah, well, not even the manga, but I was reading the information about it.
Okay.
when you looking at the anime and it got that little
the description
the
and
top,
shit.
you feel me? So
Yeah.
I'm reading it. I'm like, hold on, this seems kind of lit. I start watching it, and it was better than what I expected. But what I came to find out after I finished the whole season 1 is that it's really a prologue to Soul Eater.
Which you said that, and I gotta watch more of it to like see that comparison, see where that lines up. But like, Soul
You
Eater was hard.
really won't start seeing it until season 3, which is where I'm at right now. Like they just dropped that 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, type shit.
Okay.
But like, yeah, like I said, I don't mind spoilers, so I dived into the manga, and then I started looking more into like more YouTube channels and people that you know do they research.
Yeah.
And come to find out, yeah, it's a prologue.
That shit crazy. That shit's crazy.
What's the prologue?
Prologue is, like the start of a book.
Yeah.
You know that little like the first couple pages where it's pretty much giving like a whole message and shit, or pretty much a quick little rundown of what to expect.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what the prologue is. So that's interesting to hear that, man. I definitely gotta actually watch that, because like I said, I've watched Soul Eater and I actually genuinely did enjoy that. But
yeah, Soul Eater is a classic.
Yeah, I just, like you said, I didn't see the potential in Fire Force just originally just looking at it, or knowing that it's firefighters. But like you said, we had the conversation a couple days ago and you brought that shit up to me and hyped it up. So I checked out 2 episodes of it so far while I was at work, and I was not disappointed. That shit was
Exactly, like especially like episode 1 is dragging a little bit, but once you get to episode 2, it's really going up from there.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Episode 1 actually did kind of draw me in. It was a little slow, but it was interesting enough to actually genuinely have my attention and intrigue
The
me.
setup of it is perfect. Like he just now gets to Company 8.
Mm-hmm.
He fresh off the boat. Like he want to prove himself. Everybody think that he's a fucking nuisance, a villain, the Antichrist. Literally, like they like, oh, he's the devil. They literally call this dude the devil because his family died in a fire. They blamed on him. Like, come to find out, you know what? Never mind. Because I know you don't like spoilers. I'm gonna spoil it for you. I'm gonna respect your wish.
Hey,
but
I appreciate you, God.
But yeah, like everybody was decimal but the captain. Like, so yeah, you feel me? Like season 1 was a great setup to what's to come.
Shit, that's like Blue Exorcist. I started watching that one, and to be honest with you, like the beginning of it hasn't disappointed me yet.
All I'm gonna say is season 3, core 2 made me want to rewatch season 1 just because of like how it pretty much went full circle.
Yeah.
So like, I might restart Blue Exorcist again.
Bro, that's how I be feeling whenever I think of Hunter x Hunter. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
This will be like my 3rd time restarting it. I'll restart Hunter x Hunter too. I would sit through that again. But what I want to restart, if I am gonna restart Hunter x Hunter, I want to restart the original 1999 Hunter x Hunter.
Of course, you gotta watch it from start.
I mean, it's not even like watching it from start because like the Hunter x Hunter that you're talking about is the same, but it's the adaptation is kind of like shortened in a way. Like, all right, how can I put this? Dragon Ball Z versus Dragon Ball Kai.
All right.
You feel me?
All right. That's a
like,
yeah. That's all you
like
got.
that's pretty much how it is. If
That's
you
all you
watch
got.
like the original, and then you go into like the 2000s,
All right.
2011
So
version, like
they don't have the original version on Crunchy neither. So that's something that I actually got to look up.
nah, I ain't gonna plug nobody on here because I don't need no eyes on me, but
Right.
I got you.
Say less. Say less. Man, now what's next? What next?
What was that last one?
We just spoke on Windbreaker right now.
We did Windbreaker, Fire Force.
We already spoke on Solo Leveling.
It was a fourth topic that we wanted to give you guys.
This is why we gotta write this shit down. Which, we'll have this shit better organized next time. To be honest with y'all, man, this is our first one, and we was kind of like super excited and did this shit on the fly.
Yeah, we it's the 420 special. We wanted to show you guys our integrity.
Is it 420?
Is it?
Oh, it's the 19th. But yeah, you feel me?
I mean, we ain't gonna be here tomorrow, so shoot.
You sure right.
And it's 420 for me every day, so I don't.
For niggas like us, that's how it be. I mean,
it's an average a day.
Yeah, there's nothing different. It's just we get to flaunt that shit.
You just can't go outside with it because no matter where it's legal, the police still on ass.
What are you talking about? I could go outside with that shit.
Not in the Midwest.
Yeah, see, we ain't in the Midwest.
Like what I'm saying is like don't drive around smoking that shit is what I'm saying.
All right.
Of course. I'm not talking about actually being outside doing it.
I was gonna say you driving around with it, you definitely gonna get caught anywhere you is. That's driving under the influence. Don't drive under the influence, y'all. We don't promote that. We're good people.
What was that last anime? This is kind of making me mad.
Was it 1,000-Year Blood Wars? No. I don't know, bro. There's so many fucking animes, bro. Ninja Kunai, Kumai, like there's so many that we could talk about. So throw one in the air because we don't remember the topic. Go ahead and throw one in the air.
If nobody knew, Fairy Tail dropped their
original
that 100-year quest.
Oh look, that nigga Shetty just threw out a recommendation.
Huh? What he say?
Oh look, Shetty said he appreciates you for the Dan because I just put him on that shit, so he appreciates you for putting me on that shit. He said that out the gate, and he wanted me to bring up the 2B Hero. So yeah, I'm already know, man. Like he's saying the original, not
2B
the
Hero X or 2B Hero.
2B Hero. 2B Hero X. I'm actually. It's only like what I think they got a third episode out right now, which the animation to that is pretty crazy. But like 2B Hero is one of those wildly. It's a wild show, man. It's a wild show, and fuck. Damn, it ain't even showing on there.
Wow. It's because 2B Hero X is the one that's really taking over right now.
Yeah, that's the one that just dropped, so I know that's why, but shit. So I'll just give you a little rundown. So pretty much you got this one dad, he's pretty much a perv. This nigga be out here running the streets. His wife done left him and it's just him and his daughter. And number one, that's not fucking real.
Oh, there's Naruto thing?
Yeah, that's not fucking real. And the fact that they put Netflix on that shit, they trying to finesse. I'm sorry. I just had to say that. All right, look.
Oh, they tripping with AI.
All right, so back to what I was. Damn, what was I saying before that just rudely interrupted me? Oh,
He
all
said,
right. I remember. So so it's just this dude and his daughter, you know, and even though he's a perv and that nigga be drinking himself out pretty much, he's still a good dad type shit. And one day he goes to take a shit and he gets sucked into the toilet.
what?
And yeah, he gets sucked into the toilet and he ends up somewhere like at the bottom of the toilet or some shit like that. And some dude is pretty much telling him like, yo, you are the only person on the planet to be taking a shit at this exact moment. So now you are going to be the protector of Earth. And he's pretty much telling him like, nah, I'm just trying to take a shit. Like I don't want to do that shit. They're like, hey, that your body's already going through the transformations and shit. Now, let me just say ahead of time, he was a good looking fella. He was a ladies' man at this point before.
Mm-hmm.
And so after they tell him that, you know, and then they tell him like, yo, there's gonna be aliens that attack the planet tomorrow. It's gonna be up to you to protect the Earth. Sends him back up the toilet. He comes back up as a fat ass motherfucker that's a perv as well. And now his anytime his daughter sees him, she's whooping his ass because she doesn't think it's him. And every time he tries to talk to her, it's some vulgar shit. Like I think it's dope because it shows what his mind is saying, what he's actually saying, and then what his body is saying. So like it'll show his mind saying like, yo, it's your dad and stuff, and then his actual body is over there saying panties, panties, panties. Like, nigga, what?
Oh, this right here.
Yeah, that's the one right there. Bruh, that shit's one of it's like Dan to Dan, bruh. It's one of those like completely out of line but very funny shows and stuff. And
I'm gonna tap in.
bro, you gotta tap in. It's on Crunchy. You already got that shit. And to be honest with you, I think the episodes are only like 11 minutes long too. So it's
Yep.
lit. Yeah, it's literally short ass episodes. You ain't gotta watch much or anything. Actually, yo, 11 minutes. We can end this bitch with an 11-minute episode, nigga. Show them that first episode so they can at least understand, like, or at least see what we talking about. Oh, really? Nigga, you just saying that because you fuck with this shit. What is that?
This Fire Force season 3 opening.
Oh. Yo, yeah, watch that. Nah, I don't want to watch that because I don't want no spoilers.
You know they just dropped the final chapter of Attack on Titan.
You see, I seen that, but I haven't seen the last season before this new one, so I gotta check that out before I actually tap into that. But that new My Hero movie was lit, bruh. That is one you gotta watch. And if y'all watchers are My Hero fans, y'all know who All Might is. We pretty much get a villain who's attempting to portray himself as the new All Might and force the people to respect him as All Might. And of course, your hero, Deku, Midoriya, however you want to say his name, and the gang, you know,
the champ
to it. You feel me? You know, nonetheless, though, it's a great movie. And hey, if you're an All Might fan like me, nigga, because early All Might was lit as fuck.
I know y'all can't wait for that new season of it's dropped, the final season.
I can't wait for that new season, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. A season that I'm actually a movie and the season that I'm probably most excited for it to come out is probably Demon Slayer, bro. The way that they ended that shit was so top tier that like I can't wait for that fucking movie or the next season to come out. Like that shit is actually the way they ended that shit was fucking beautiful.
Well, we got about 3 minutes left. You want to talk about animes we wouldn't mind having a spinoff to?
Ooh, animes we wouldn't mind having a spinoff to. Solo Leveling out the gate.
I
Give
mean,
me an Egress. Give me an Egress, nigga. Give me an Egress spinoff.
You know they already started a second Solo Leveling with his son.
With his son? Whose son?
With his son, Jin Woo.
Nigga, who the mama? Hey, hold on.
I ain't gonna spoil that for you, man.
Hold on.
You gonna have to look that up on your own.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna have to tap into that. That sounds crazy.
I would, like I said, I wouldn't mind them doing another spinoff to Bleach. You know, showing his son.
Okay.
You know, him and Orihime's child. That'd be dope.
Mm-hmm.
Boruto was kind of like force fed to us, but it's still one of my at least top 20.
Top 20?
Yeah, I put it in my top 20. I mean, it's like up there, just because of the 70 filler episodes, but it has some good action. It like every 3 episodes is gonna be some good action. That's how I looked at it.
Man, or shit, the action and all of it was so lit. Give me a spinoff of Ninja Kumai. Let me actually see everything that led up to them leaving type shit. Like, I know they gave us a small little rundown, which didn't really give us much for real, but like I want to actually go into depth of all that shit. I think that'll actually be super lit, especially with the actual story, how fast they got to the story and everything. Come on, man. I think that'll truthfully be lit. Seeing their growth to the nigga he was, yo, that was some wild shit.
Well, that's the show. Arc 1, the beginning, episode 1. S rank reviews. You know, like, subscribe, comment. Even though, you know, once we put this up, we ain't gonna be able to respond to you, but we still here for you. It's your boy Steve Alphas.
Hey, and Slim. Yo, we'll catch you with the next one. Like I said, man, we'll have this shit a lot more set up. And if you have any requests, anything that you want to hear, anything you want to talk about, anything you're curious about, like I said, whether it's on the anime tip or even just the gaming, yo, we are those people for y'all. We are experts in that shit. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Y'all might be better than me in a lot of these games, but I do this shit.
I'm just here for fun of it.
Hey, I do this shit.
But don't let me get serious.
This shit was cool.
Y'all. Tap back in next time.
Peace.